Hey you guys, it's Lissette here. Welcome to my channel. I am excited for this video because I got sent a package. This is from Btartbox. Super excited because they did send me some goodies. I'm gonna run through you real fast the materials that they sent me, and then we're gonna do a quick nail design. They did send me two of their boxes of tips. One of them is for your fingernails, while the other one is for your toenails. And what's cute about the one for your toenails, it actually has a 3D footprint image. So I thought that was really interesting, and you could definitely tell which one is for your nails as for your toes. So I thought that was a cute little added thing that they did to the packaging. So the first one I wanted to open is for your fingernails, and this color honestly is so freaking pretty. The natural pink color that's on the base, I just thought it was like the perfect pink. So as you see, they are Frenchies. This is what the back looks like. It gives you all the instructions on how to apply it and prep your nails to make them last long. What's interesting is they patented the material as well as it says patented X coat process, which means there's 3 layers, innovative technology, and then it's like primer, soft gel, and an X matte coat all in one. They also have a whole bunch of other colors that is on the website, whereas the base is more of like a natural nude color. This one is the pinkish version. As you can see, different color tips. They also have like gradient colors, cat eye colors, and then all of these are able to, like the ultraviolet rays are able to penetrate the nail, meaning you can just go ahead and just glue these on either with nail glue or with the gel, which they do provide. I was really pleased with how these look, and honestly the whole process of me applying it was so freaking easy. So this was a definite bonus for me. And then it does come with 15 different sizes, so you can definitely make sure you find your size with these. But yeah, so we're gonna move along, and I want to open the toenails next. So for the toenails, it's pretty much the same exact color, and then the whole process of them making it is the same. What's nice about this is this says it is for small to large toenail size, and when I did measure it, my toenail fit the 3rd largest one, which is kind of crazy. Usually I would have to go to like the largest toenail, but if your toenails are really wide, this would work perfectly for you guys. But I have my toenails done, so I did want to wait to use this. But definitely when I go ahead and remove the hard gel, this is the next thing that I'm going to apply on top of it, because this looks like it's going to be so easy to apply. The shape is perfect. I love the Frenchie. It's just like a classic look. So I was really excited to put these on, but honestly I didn't have time, so I'm just gonna wait and do a separate video for this. But again, you see it does have all of these sizes, so I did measure it, and I did find all my sizes, which I was happy about. But yeah, so we're gonna save this for the next video. They did also send me a mini UV nail lamp. The cord that comes with it is 39 inches long, which was amazing. It does have 2 timer modes. If you click it once, you get 60 seconds, and then if you long press it, it'll run for 120 seconds. So I did go ahead and plug it in, and thankfully, like I said, the cord was 39 inches, so I did have a lot of length to plug it in and then put it to my table. The only issue that I had was it didn't want to turn on. So I did it a couple times. I did check my extension cord because that's what I was plugging it into. It is a C cord. What is that called? C port cord, I guess you want to call it. A C-type USB. I couldn't talk for a second. So I did do it a couple times. I unplugged it, plugged it back. I even flipped it around, turned it around just to see if that would make it work. I switched over to a different cord. You're gonna see that I used a black cord. So it didn't want to turn on. So that was like a little bit annoying to me, trying to figure out what was wrong with it. So I did end up just putting it off to the side, but you are going to see I do end up getting it, working. So I was pretty happy with that. I did end up getting it working. Maybe the cord itself was defective, but I even tried another cord and it didn't work. So I don't know, maybe I was doing something wrong, but anyway, I did end up getting it to work. This was a 180 grit nail file. I was actually confused at first, but then once I opened it, I was like, oh, smart, that's so convenient. So what's nice also is that it felt really good. The nail file, it didn't feel cheap at all, so I was pretty pleased with this as well. Then lastly, they sent the X Coat Tips French Protecting Duo, and it says that, I'm checking on the website, it's an enhanced plus the gel glue. So it's 3 bottles that comes inside of it. They do have a little card and instruction cards on how to apply it. So the first bottle in this box is the gel glue, and this is what you would use to apply the actual nails and cure it in place. And this was pretty thick, and the smell itself was kind of strong, to be honest. But we are definitely 100% going to be using this, and of course you already know I'm going to test it out and see, and I am going to leave these on for a while. Next bottle is the Physical Builder Gel. They want you to apply this on top of the actual Frenchie to protect the actual design. And honestly, when I opened this one, the consistency felt just like the glue, and it kind of smelled the same too. So maybe it was just me. So in my head, I was like, is this the same thing as the gel glue? But it's supposed to be different, so we just rolling with it. So I have this. And then lastly is the final step, which is the top coat to go ahead and just seal everything in once you are done completing your set. Now let's just go ahead and put these babies on. This is what my nails are currently looking like. As you see, I do have some base coat on, but we're gonna prep the nails just like they wanted. I'm gonna go ahead and use the physical nail file that they sent me. This is the 180 grit nail file, and I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna roughen up the surface of my nail. I'm not gonna be too rough with it. I am trying to be gentle because this is my natural nail, but it looks a little rough only because I do have some base gel on. So I'm just trying to make sure that I removed all of the shine on the surface of the nails, and I'm just going to continue doing that across all of the nails, making sure there is no oils, and you know, I have a good enough surface to make sure that these things are going to stick and they're going to stay on. I am not gonna lie, I was so eager to put these on, so I ended up just going ahead and just measuring out my sizes and making sure they fit from sidewall to sidewall. The only thing I wish they were a little bit longer. I gotta check the website because I'm not sure if they make a longer length. I know the tips come in different shapes and colors, but I'm just happy that they sent me this because this was like the perfect time for me to apply these nails, because I wanted nails and I really didn't want to go all out on my nails. But there's like a whole story behind this set actually, so you're gonna see towards the end what ends up happening. But this is me again, just taking out my sizes, making sure they fit from sidewall to sidewall before physically having to glue them on. And the fact that these are double-sided, I only used one side to measure out my nails. So as you see, I did end up finding all of my sizes on one side of the strip, and since there's a whole nother side to it, that's going to be for the left hand, which I do end up doing my left hand. But what's nice is they come with 5 rows in total in the pack, so that's 5 sets right there, which is awesome. The nails do have a matte surface, so you don't need to etch the inside. The cuticle part is really flexible, so it'll bend to your nails. And then the free edge is actually extremely sturdy. My son wanted to say hi really fast, so that was him just sticking his hand in the video. I did end up going ahead and applying my dehydrator just because I wanted to make sure that I dehydrated these nail plates. And then we're gonna go in and start gluing these on. As you see, I do have the little side lamp because I did end up getting it to work. But right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and start applying the glue. Now for this, I just went in, applied it to my nail first, and then applied it to the tip, flipped the tip over, lined it up to my physical nail, and then I did have to turn that side lamp on, obviously. But the only issue that I was having is the opening to the physical lamp was kind of small. It is a tight squeeze for me to try to go under it, so I was kind of scared that I was gonna move the tip in the angle and then apply it a little bit crooked. So I did end up using the lamp for both the thumb and the pointer, and then after the pointer I just ended up using my own lamp, to be honest, only because my lamp I'm able to adjust the height and it is cordless. Look at how good these nails look. The only issue I had was when I was applying it, gel did seep out the nails, so I don't know if I was squeezing it too hard and the gel spilled out, but that's common for me. I never have a perfect application, to be honest, so I wasn't really mad at it. But yeah, I just kept going, trying to apply it as best as I could. And yeah, you see, I was like trying to get the perfect angle to stick my finger under there and get it to work. The lamp itself is really good and it feels strong, and you know, it cures pretty fast. So I was happy about that. But as you see, I did end up just taking out my own lamp and just like curing it in place because it was just easier for me doing it that way. But once I apply all of the nails, I do make sure to stick my hand in a full size lamp and cure it for a full 60 seconds just to make sure everything is fully cured and you know, it's hardened and it ain't gonna go nowhere. So this is what the nails are looking like. We're gonna go ahead and start filing these. Now, as you see, these little gel pieces, every time I do full cover tips, this is what my nails ends up looking at. I always get like seepage from these sides. It's annoying, but it is what it is. I do always end up fixing it. So I'm going in with the nail file that they provided, and I'm going to try my hardest to file those little corners off without touching the Frenchie. Now, I was a little worried, you know, I did this a couple times and I was just scared that I was gonna file it off. So I did end up just taking out my nail drill and just going in with my fine taper drill bit, and I was only at 15,000 RPM, and I'm only focusing on the pieces that have like, you know, the seepage out, but I didn't go over the surface or nothing, literally just where the extra gel was, trying to smooth it out and perfect the shape. And then once I did that, I did go in with the hand file again that they provided and just filed off that little piece just to make sure everything was straight. Taking out the builder gel, the X-Coat Tips builder gel, I'm going to do exactly what they state, applying a thin layer on the surface and then just curing it as is. Now I do go in and I wrap the edge, like I put a little bit of gel on the free edge as well. This is just physically making sure you're locking in your design and the Frenchie is not going to peel off. According to them, this is protecting the physical nail design, the Frenchie, so you don't get any kind of scratches, and like it's long lasting and is not for the strength of the nail, is for the design, from what I understand, how I read it. But again, I'm applying this and I'm gonna do a full cure for 60 seconds. Look at how freaking cute they look. I was so happy with it. I honestly wish they were a little bit longer, but I'm super happy with it. Look at that. It just looks so good. I was so happy. We are going to bling these out. I was going to do a design, but I was like, you know what? Let me leave it as is and just bling these out. So this is the summertime bling box that I have on the sites. And I'm only going to use these smaller crystals, the two smaller sizes in the bottom left corner. We're gonna go in with only those two and some flowers and stuff. So I found these gold metal flowers. I wanted to take that out. I found these peach flowers. We have some pink ones, purple, blue, and then these are a purple and pink one. Of course, you guys know I wanted to do a spring themed design, so this is what we're gonna go in with. And in my head, I thought the design would turn out different. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say right now. To glue these down, you guys already know I'm gonna go in with my Bling It No Wipe Rhinestone gel. Starting with the ring nail, I'm going to apply this to the entire surface. And then start doing the crystals and the flowers only on the Frenchie section. Now, as I was doing it, I wasn't really sure where the design itself was gonna go. I knew one of the nails I wanted it to be covered in flowers and crystals only on the Frenchy part, so that's why I'm doing this one. I'm just knocking it out, making sure I get that done, and I was pretty pleased with it. I did go in with some of my caviar beads just to fill in those spaces, but I thought it was just really fun and cute and just like playful. When it came to the middle nail, I tried to focus on one side and do like a little swirl action, so I was pretty happy with the ring and the middle nail. When it came to the other nails, I was not happy, you guys. I had so many mixed feelings. So I did some flowers and crystals on top with a stone in the bottom, and then once I did that, I feel like this is where I messed it up. I went in with some of my Bling It gel, and you guys know the design is like a 3D textured design where you take the gel and you put it on the corners or the edge of the nail and then you swipe it towards the middle. I feel like this is what messed it up, or me, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Like, it is cute, but also it's like I could have did so much better. I had so many mixed feelings about this, but I did go ahead, just cure that in place. This is what it is looking like, and you guys, I have so many mixed feelings because I was so happy with the Frenchie itself, but then when I started adding the pinky, the pointer, and then the thumb design, it just threw it off for me, you guys. It threw it off. I'm not gonna lie, I was, like I said, I was happy with the Frenchie, but the next day I did decide to take these off, and now I have them bare. Do not get mad. I need advice on what kind of design you think I can do on these Frenchies to elevate them. Like I said, I like the ring, I like the middle, I don't like the rest of them. And it was reminding me of like a little girl, like if I was like 10 doing my nails. Like the design itself, it wasn't the tips, it was me and my design. I was not pleased with it. It's cute, but I'm a grown-ass woman. Like, this should not be what my nails are looking like. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm super happy with the physical tips itself. I'm excited to do my toenails. But yeah, if you want to see more of these types of videos, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check the description box for the link for these nails. Also, if you want to save, you can use my discount code. Let me know what you guys think of this nail design and if I'm just overreacting and acting a fool. But yeah, thank you so much, Btartbox, for sending this over to me. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Love ya.